What's up, guys? It's Branden Flash. Today we're here with my Rivian R1T, charged up to 100%, and we're headed to go drag racing. Let's get started. Just unplugging here from charging overnight on my apartment charging. It's free. I was at like 80% when I got home because I charged it at work also, but wanted to have 100% because if you don't know, electric vehicles, the higher the state of charge, the faster they are actually. So here's where we're headed today, Rockingham Dragway. It's about an hour and a half away roughly. And we're actually going to be stopping to charge along the way here. So we're gonna end that and we'll stop here first. So this is at PD Electric. It's 14 cents a kilowatt hour, which is super reasonable. And the reason we're going there is because even though we'll arrive with fairly high state of charge there, like pretty much, it's probably like 70% or so, I'm gonna switch it into conserve mode just so that we can leave it in standard there. So we don't use as much power. So we'll arrive there 233 miles, just like that. And we'll top off there probably to like 90%, and then we'll head to the Dragway. I think it's here-ish. I've got my Juice Booster J Plus 2, and we'll actually be using NEMA 1450 when we're there because we want to keep it pretty much 100% charge or as close as possible to have the best times. So let's get on the road. Being originally from Minnesota, it feels a little weird going drag racing in November of all times. But I guess today they're doing a test and tune from 11 to 6 p.m. and I guess it's under new ownership, so they just want to have like an open house kind of thing. It's $40 for unlimited runs during that entire time, so should be a pretty good time. Hopefully it's not too busy. I know some of the North Carolina Tesla Club people are going. That's where I actually saw that this event was happening, and should hopefully be a good time. I think I'm going to run my first run in conserve mode just to set the expectation really low. That'll probably do like 15 second quarter mile, like probably pretty slow. I'm actually kind of curious. And then full power run should be like, I think 11.9, maybe even a little faster than that. But I'm also going to try all purpose on standard height because it seems that Rivian cuts power a little bit depending on suspension height. So I guess we'll test that out and see if it's actually true. But we're headed out. I might grab coffee along the way. I need to check if there's a Starbucks easily accessible. I should have ordered on my way out of my apartment and just gotten Starbucks like kind of across the street, but too late for that now. Don't want to delay. It is 9:42 a.m. and like I said, it's about an hour and a half to the track, and I do want to charge for probably 15-20 minutes at that DC fast charger along the way. So the gates opened at 10 a.m. or will be opening here shortly at 10 a.m. but the racing itself doesn't start till 11. So I don't know. I really have no idea what to expect. I did bring my helmet back there, as well as long pants and a long shirt because tracks are super variable about what they require for drag racing, especially depending on the speed of your vehicle. So I figured I'd rather be prepared and not need it than not have it and be an hour and a half away and have to figure something out and like go to Walmart and get something cheap. Who knows? I've definitely done that before at Branden International Raceway. I had to go buy some like sweatpants because I didn't have long pants. So let's get on the road and get to that DC fast charger.
It's easy to remember where I started.
Just placed a mobile order for Starbucks, so I'm waiting here to pick it up. But let's take a minute to talk about today's video sponsor, Tenet. So I actually personally just use them to refinance my Rivian. They offer new vehicle purchasing and refinancing. So they're EV only, and they actually offer a pretty unique program called deferred payments. And that means that you can essentially have a lump sum that gets added on to your very last payment, or you can pay it upfront sooner with no penalties at all. And the reason this is important is because on EVs with tax credits, or if you're getting a work bonus or whatever the case may be, it allows you to pull that out of the amortization essentially and have a much lower payment. So their claim to fame is lowering your payments by $200 a month. But personally, I lowered mine by over $300 a month. So that was also with shortening the term. Hard to complain about that. Anyway, thank you to Tenet Automotive for sponsoring today's video, and there's a link down below and on the screen here, and I definitely encourage you to check them out. And if you're in the need of an auto refinance or an EV purchase, definitely they're the guys for you.
Doors it opened up, the place I long to find. My fear and money
Parking lot is just utter chaos, so I parked at the Circle K next door. Not bad.
for another
My
time.
Rivian looking good.
No, I didn't know it. Hit me out of nowhere. No, I didn't know it, but I had to go there. Take me back to the place I'm missing. Oh, I wanna catch a fever in the underground. No amount of nothing that can replace. I remember dreaming, rolling up just to get away.
Well, we just arrived to the PD Electric DC fast charger. We're at 78% state of charge, so pretty efficient getting here. Just activated and plugged in this ChargePoint CP250. It's limited to 50 kilowatt, unfortunately. You can see there, hopefully. So we're getting full 49.6 kilowatt there, and it's 14 cents a kilowatt hour, so super reasonable price. We've got this like solar thingy, more of just a gimmick than anything functional. And you've got some outlets down here. I don't know, this seems kind of silly in my opinion, but I don't know, it looks cool. And there's no one here because it's a Saturday and it's a utility and they don't work weekends, or at least not the office staff anyway. So we'll probably charge up to 90%, see how it goes. Might organize the truck a little bit here before we go drag racing. Let me just show you our efficiency here. So relatively efficient getting here, 2.17 mile per kilowatt hour, and we're almost at 7,000 miles there, just 3 miles away. We'll actually hit 7,000 miles before we go drag racing. Let's just see how far it is to get there. So it looks like about 25 minutes, not too bad. So we'll hit start there, just see what it says for estimated arrival. Maybe, there we go. So I think that puts us like 70% if we were to leave now, something like that. But like I said, we'll probably charge up to 90% just depending on how long it takes. Well, we're charged up to 91% here, just going to unplug in a moment. We're below 50 kilowatts, so definitely not worth being plugged in a whole lot longer. Got my GoPros set up here just so that way I can just stick them onto the glass. Rearranged, secured my backpack back here. That way in case, well, when I go on the track, that way it's not sliding around or anything like that. Got some trash I need to throw away. I need to find a spot for my big water bottle. But otherwise, let's hit stop charging here. Maybe. Let's hit it on the car instead. Oh, we've got a puddle there from the air conditioning. Must be more humid out than I thought. So now up to 92%. We added 19.2 kilowatt hour in 24 minutes. Not bad at all. I'm going to drive in conserve mode over there, just so that way we don't burn up more juice than necessary. And looks like $2.65 for, call it 19 kilowatt hour. That's pretty darn reasonable to me. Yeah, 14 cents a kilowatt hour. Not bad. Actually, really good. So let's get going. See what it says for arrival estimate. So 253 miles, and we'll get there about noon. So hopefully people are taking a lunch break then. So let's get over there.
I'm screaming now or never to people I don't know. Yesterday is far enough away to see the difference.
Well, we've got set up here. I've got my Juice Booster J Plus running at full 40 amps. We're charging up. We've got a Model 3 Performance over here. This is the guy that invited me out from the North Carolina Tesla Club. Looks like he's about to head out there. and just aired down my tires to 40 PSI. That way we get a little bit better traction and can launch maybe a little bit better. Just see the charging, hopefully you can. Those guys are fast. So there we can see we're at 87% state of charge, getting 9 kilowatt. It looks like we're getting full 40 amps. Or 42 is what it shows it as for some reason. Got my camera set up and I'm about to run against Model 3 Performance. We're headed into line here. Let's see how this goes. Should be very close. I think he'll beat me though, because this car is completely emptied out. Mine is not. And also we're very evenly matched otherwise. Yeah.
What does it run?
Haven't run it yet.
Okay.
It's 800 horsepower though.
Oh, so this is the 800. You got the extended battery life one?
It's the only one they make right now.
So there's 3. I called them up. I was trying to get one.
Yeah, so this is the large battery quad motor.
Large battery. Okay, this is the one I was trying to get.
Yeah, it's the only one they're making right now. Nothing else is in production yet.
Well, I was trying to get this one, but I don't know if it's gonna work for me.
Okay.
But I want to see what it runs in the corner mile. Because I want to tow my wife's car out to, race week, and then have her do race week with her car, and me do race week in the truck that towed it there, and still be competitive. But
yeah.
If my calculations are correct, now it is a heavy car, 6,000 pounds.
It's like 7,200.
7,200 with the extended battery, yeah.
Yeah.
So it should do 11s.
Yeah, I think it should be like somewhere in the 11.5, 11.9 range.
Yep. I'm excited. I'm excited to see you run it.
Me too.
I saw it coming. I'm like, oh, please tell me he's running it.
We got to charge over there. We charge off the RV outlets down there. So he's got a pretty good charge.
Yeah, I'm at 91%, so it should be pretty much as good as it's going to get.
There you go. I don't even want to talk to you with your freaking Tesla Model S running at 8s. Okay, I don't even want to talk to you.
This is a 3, man.
Okay.
He's gonna come up with me.
We'll be pretty close, actually.
I just want to see you go. Good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, I'm gonna give you a number, but you got to tell me what the hell this is.
It's a Rivian R1T.
A Rivian R1T.
Yes.
What's number you want to put on it?
Can I do 311?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
This won't hurt your window. This is
Yep. I'll just wipe it off.
This will be the quiet race.
Yeah.
Was it electric?
Yeah. All electric, 4 motors, 800 horsepower, 7,200 pounds. I think you'll be surprised.
You gonna take care of it?
I don't know.
It's gonna be pretty close.
That's what we're gonna find out.
Not bad. Model 3 beat me though. Well, here's a time slip from the first run. Ran an 11.646 against the Model 3 Performance, 11.343. Definitely some room for improvement, but I did hit the top speed, so guess our only hope is improving on the launch. Man, to run 11.6 on all-terrain tires, it's just silly.
What I'm hoping for this one is that I can run you down when you hit your top speed.
Yeah, because it shows my it shows that I hit 111.24.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, that's basically top speed in this thing.
Yeah.
I was hitting the limiter.
What modes are you using?
So I just have it on sport mode, and then lowest suspension, ride on stiff now. I had it on soft before.
Okay.
So now I'll put it on stiff and see how that goes.
Yeah. And
Hopefully squat less, but I mean, there's not a whole lot that you can change on this thing. I do want to run it on conserve at least once though, just to see how it does in front wheel drive.
So as we start wearing down the battery pack later at night, I'm gonna start doing some testing on exactly that. Like I've got these sexy buttons.
Oh yeah.
It'll allow me to do a kick down switch.
Oh, okay.
So I can put it on eco mode, but if I hammer it, it switches to sport mode.
Okay.
So
see how that goes.
Yeah, I want to see how well it works because a lot of people were asking for that.
Yeah.
And it's cool because I get a dyno graph every run.
Oh yeah.
0 to the full quarter mile, it gives me horsepower and torque.
That's sweet.
And so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'll even see how it does in all-purpose mode because it seems like it's not 100% power, maybe like 85%, but I want to see like numbers how that goes.
Yeah. The time slips won't lie.
No.
I'll tell you. You'll see it. You got a great baseline already, so.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's, I mean, maybe we'll run a little better this one, but otherwise I think that's probably as good as it's going to get.
You never know, though.
Yeah.
It might have needed a little heat in it, you know, I mean.
And on the tires, maybe?
Yeah, you know, I mean. Did you feel it slip at all?
No.
It just hooked and went?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, the track prep is as good as I've seen it.
Well, I mean, and with 4 motors.
Yeah. But I've been out here before. If somebody leaves their air conditioning on, track prep, if it gets wet at all,
it's just slick.
Yeah, it's like glass thing.
Yeah.
And I have seen it. I did spin all 4 wheels
wow.
of this once.
I need to drive it.
Thank you. Yep. Yeah, thank you. Launched a bit better.
Yeah, you got me that time.
So I think having I think having traction on reduced helped because it'll let it spin just slightly instead of cutting power.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to try it with traction or with stability off.
And you're going to do hard suspension?
Yeah, same thing.
All right, on this one, the yellow light above the green light.
Yeah.
That yellow light above it, the one directly above it, goes yellow, go.
Okay.
You won't red light. If you see that yellow light right above the green one, you won't
rather than waiting for the green, so go on right as you see that.
Yeah, you go on the last yellow light.
Got it.
You see that thing lit, go.
Okay. Rookie move. Rookie move, I had it in reverse. Well, had some nachos for lunch since they didn't have any other non-meat options. Now it's time to run some more runs out here. Should be fun. Charged back up to 93% from, I think it was 87 or 88% from before lunch. Going to be running against the Model 3 here again. So this next run, I'm going to be running full sport mode, normal, try and get the best run possible. But the Model 3 is going to be running in chill mode, but he has the sexy buttons kick down. So if he hits it all the way down, then it will give full power. So we'll see how that goes. Battery nice and warm?
Yeah, pretty good. I'm 459 kilowatts.
Okay.
So maybe 1 kilowatt off.
Yeah.
Good enough. I might hit a 429.
Okay.
Possible. Low 4.3 or 11.3s, I mean.
Yeah. So this next race, we're going chill mode on the Tesla Model 3, and we're going conserve mode on the Rivian. So this should be pretty comical. Both are going to be quite slow. I'm going to guess 15s for both of them. Maybe a little better? I don't know. We'll see. So that conserve and chill mode run was pretty comical, 15s. And this actually pulled pretty hard towards the end. Now I'm gonna run it in full fast mode, sport, lowest, reduced stability. He's gonna run it in track mode and see how that does. It should be very evenly matched, actually. So Model 3 is done running for the day, but we'll see what I can continue to do. I think I'm gonna do a run in all-purpose, standard suspension, stability on, soft suspension, see how that goes. Open for the best here. Ended up running 13 runs, which is just crazy. Best was an 11,646. Just used the onboard air compressor to fill up all 4 tires, put my bars back on. Now I'm gonna head to the North Lake REI and go check out the progress on the Rivian Adventure Network location there. Great running with the Model 3 here as well. So we're at 78% state of charge. We've got like a drag rail behind us getting warmed up here. So I'm gonna see if that's gonna run, and if it is, I might stick around and watch that for a moment. I need to find the restroom before I go, but truck is ready to go, all cleaned up, all that fun stuff. And man, just fantastic performance from the Rivian. I think a lot of people were pretty blown away with how well it ran and the times it put down and just overall consistency. It was running very consistent, 11.6, 11.7. Did start getting a little slower as the battery was getting a little bit lower on state of charge. Ended up hanging out here for a bit as some of the faster cars were running. Pretty cool to watch. I'll put some of those clips here for you guys. But like I said, we're gonna head back to the greater Charlotte area. So we're all the way out here and we're gonna head back up there. I live here-ish. And there's my efficiency from the last 15 minutes and it looks pretty much like that all day. Pretty comical. Also quite cool that there's a ton of solar panels literally right across the street from the racetrack, which I feel like is an interesting juxtaposition.
No, I didn't know it was coming out of nowhere. No, I didn't know it, but I had to go there. But take me back to the place I'm missing. Oh, I wanna catch a fever in the underground. No amount of nothing that can just to get away. Take me back to the place I'm missing. Oh, I wanna catch a fever in the underground. No amount of nothing that can replace. I remember dreaming, rolling up just to get away.
Just made it to the Adventure Network spot here at REI in Northlake. Gonna pull out the always helpful flashlight here from the door of my Rivian. Let's take a look at how things look. So as far as the spots themselves look, that looks pretty much the same. They've got all the bollard spots, or all the bollard posts in place. They have the conduits capped off. And looks like over here, something went wrong with the pad for the switchgear and for the cabinets themselves. You can see the ripped out rebar, the ripped out cabinet mounting spots, I guess you'd call those. And that's not a great sign for this being done soon, because it looks like they're having to start over on that pad. Looks like they have this equipment here for exactly that reason. Transformer vault is still in place there though. You can see just how bright the Rivian flashlight is. But looks like they should hopefully be pouring another pad soon. I don't know. Only time will tell. Someone's just revving the crap out of their car over there for who knows what reason. Rivian looks great though. Look at that. Got the little puddle lights going. And to think, this ran an 11.6 in the quarter mile today. And then I just drove it comfortably across town, about 100 miles. But anyway, I'm curious to see how this progresses. I'll probably come back at some point this week and either post pictures on Twitter or make a video, who knows, depending on how things look. But I'm curious what you guys think as to why they had to rip some stuff out and redo it. Not the best sign, but I mean, things happen with construction. Could have been that the concrete didn't cure properly, or it wasn't 100% to Rivian or the city or someone's specifications. But I think I'm gonna head home, maybe grab some food along the way, grab a car wash, because we've got lots of bugs on the front end of the car. Yeah, lots of bugs here, looking at the front end of it, and want to get some of the rubber that's probably on it from the track. So I'll show you that. Definitely not as much rubber as I would expect to be on it, especially in this area on the gear tunnel. But lots and lots of bugs on the front end. Not like anything too crazy, not road trip level bugs, but definitely enough that I'm gonna get a car wash and get some of them off. They're on the windshield, mirrors, all that fun stuff. Oh, there you can see the heated mirror or heated wiper positions there. Not much rubber here either, but wow, someone is just driving like a complete and utter idiot over there. I have no idea why. Some people, I guess. Well, on the way home here, we're going to stop at FedEx Ship Center. Apparently my license plate for the Rivian was attempted delivery last week, and they'll reattempt on Monday, but I'm skeptical they'll get it to me because the delivery attempt said that it was controlled access. I've never had issues getting packages at my apartment before. We have package lockers. There's even a package room, so that's really no excuse. So I'm just gonna see if I can pick it up. It said I could pick it up after 7 p.m. It's after 7 p.m. on Saturday, so we'll see if they're open or not. And then still need to figure out some
Take me back to the place I'm missing. Oh, I wanna catch a fever in the underground. No amount of nothing that can replace. I remember.
Well, it looks like I'm not getting my license plate tonight. That looks very closed to me. So time to go home. We're at 37%, 103 miles estimated. We have driven just over 200 miles so far today. So going to figure out some food and then head home. Just ordered some Domino's pizza for pickup. And I'm actually going to a Domino's that's near Sonic Automotive headquarters. They're a local dealer group that has a bunch of dealers. But anyway, they have a 50 kilowatt Flow DC fast charger that I've used before with my Polestar. And apparently Flow DC fast chargers don't work with Rivians. So I want to check that out if I can. And it'll probably take a few more minutes beyond my drive time to Domino's anyway to actually have the pizza ready. And it's like right by the Domino's, so it works out pretty much perfectly. So I'll show you what I find there and if it works or not. So we just arrived to the flow unit here. We'll plug it in just a second, try it out. But there you can see where we are now, and there's where the Domino's is. So just to give you an idea of just how close that is, would be perfect if someone was doing Domino's delivery and an EV and needed to charge. You can actually, I think, see the Domino's over there somewhere. But anyway, let's try this out, see if it works. So I'll open my charge port there. Love that you can leave this open on the Rivian and still have the charge port door close. Think it's just on free vend, which is good. Plug the connector into the vehicle and press the start button. Okay, we can do that. And this is just a 50 kilowatt unit to my knowledge. We'll look at the information placard in just a second. So retrieving vehicle information. Okay, pre-charge tests in progress. That's promising. See what happens. I did hear a contactor click. Well, that actually seems very promising. We'll see if it continues. We've got a green light on the Rivian. Yeah, and just like that. So that looks successful to me. So truck is giving or is requesting full power. I like that it shows requested and available. Also interesting that the fans immediately kicked on there. So here we have the little data placard. So this is, let's see here, 125 amps. So this is a 50 kilowatt unit, and it's only up to 500 volts, which is kind of strange in 2022. But look at that, it works. That's very good. Pizza is ready, which means it's time to unplug here. So stop. Maybe. There we go. Added just over 6 kilowatt hour. Unplug. Guess it doesn't really give a whole lot as far as completion message. But let's head over to Domino's and grab the pizzas and head home. Or maybe grab a car wash on the way home. Got the pizzas in my ranch. Time to head home. Well, car wash first. Gonna stop at a car wash here. At the Circle K. Because I want to get the bugs off. There we go. Let's go.
Just to get away. Just to get away.
And real quick, here are the final stats from today. 1.84 mile per kilowatt hour, 217 miles driven, and that's including drag racing even, and 7,000 miles, 1.88, so we ended up right about on average. Well, made it home, decided to get a car wash tomorrow so I don't have to leave the pizzas in the car with the windows closed at all. I've got my whole stack of time slips here, going to post a picture down below in the comments. Definitely check that out if you want to see all the different results. But otherwise, I'm going to call it a night. Thank you guys for watching. If you haven't already, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. See you on the next one.